I think in your pre-show notes you told us you're a mother, correct?
I am.
Okay. How many kids do you have?
4.
4 kids. Okay. Same father or?
I have 3 baby daddies.
3.
I do.
Good times. So 2 from one, and then 1 from.
See, this is where it gets really confusing. Because I kind of just dipped out from the second guy. But he knows now, so it's not.
So you originally didn't tell him.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah, so for the longest time, there was only 2. And then I eventually told the other guy. So now there's 3.
Well, there were always 3.
Well, there was
You
always
just
3,
didn't
but right, like
include
they
them
only
in
knew the one
kid's life.
guy's dad. So yeah.
Okay. So.
Can I ask a question on that?
Sure.
I have a question.
So you say you like later on decided to tell your child's father.
Right.
Did the man who, like the
Yeah.
other father, did he think that was his actual child, or did he know
No.
the whole time that was somebody else's child?
He knew it was somebody else's, and he wanted to act as if it was his own.
Okay. As long as it made a knowledgeable decision.
And the other guy knew that I was pregnant. The guy who got me pregnant knew I was pregnant and just kind of dipped out. So I didn't really feel bad.
Okay, let me build a timeline here. So the first guy.
Oh God.
So let's talk about child number 1.
Right.
Child number 1.
Right. 17.
17 was with guy number 1.
Right.
Child number 2 was with guy number 1 again?
It wasn't really ever a thing.
What?
Like we were just casually dating.
No, but I'm just, okay, so.
No, he's trying to figure out if the first baby daddy was the father of the first 2 kids.
No.
Okay.
No.
So
Okay,
the first
so-
one was only
Right.
So
sorry,
one.
Got it.
Okay, so and then number 2 was with number 2.
Right.
Number 3 was with number 2?
I had 2 boys with the third one.
So wait, number 3 is with number 3.
Oh, well,
No,
what?
so first dad had first kid. Second dad had the second 2 kids.
No.
No.
Just one.
1, 2.
Got it. That's what we were trying to figure out. So last baby daddy had the last 2 kids.
Okay, so hold on, I got it. Hold on, I'm figuring this shit out here.
Ryan,
what I
we
did not
realized
want to
you weren't a
happen.
math major, but
First
come
dad,
on.
first kid.
Second dad, second kid.
Third dad, third and fourth kid.
And which
Holy
one
fuck,
didn't?
that's complicated.
I've been called the
figured
ultimate
it out.
baby mama. This is normal where I come from.
So then the second
Wait, and you're from
number
Ohio.
2 raised number 3?
No. Ew.
Wait, where are you from?
Gross. Why would you say
Michigan.
that?
Sorry,
I think number
from
3
Michigan.
raised number 2, 3, and 4, right?
What's that?
Yeah, which one didn't know?
Raised 2, 3, and 4, or the number 2 raised
No.
2, 3,
Okay,
and
that
4?
sounds horrible. All right, number 1. You got. Well, no, you got to say.
I'm
okay.
shortening the word.
Right.
It sounded good.
Right. Well, you gotta think when I had my first child, I was 19.
Okay.
So
So-
me and the father did not work out.
And then what?
So we split up
let's
after
do
I had
the
him.
age. Let's do the age breakdown for each of the kids. So, second child, how old were you?
I had her 2 years after I
So
had him.
21,
So I
and
was-
then
Yeah.
and then with the third guy, what were the number 3 and 4? Kids 3 and 4?
Well, like
AJ,
I
yeah.
got pregnant like right after I had my daughter. I was like
22.
still like
23?
4 months after I got pregnant. So there's only a year between those 2.
22. Oh.
GP_Panda donated $99.
Yeah, thank you, man.
17 and having the first kid. No shiz for the streets, yo.
17. I was 19.
Oh.
Were you
I got
saying-
pregnant when I was 18.
Were you
I
saying
had
your
my first
kid
kid when I
was
19.
17? Your
Yeah,
first
my
kid?
kid-
yeah.
I think they
Yeah,
thought
my
that
child's
you had your
17.
first kid at 17.
No, my oldest is 17. I'm old.
At 19, you had your first kid.
Right.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
you were, and so your last kid you had when you were 23,
24.
24. Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, got it.
Sorry.
Are you aiming? You've been dating a guy for a year now. Are you aiming to have more kids, or what's?
No,
what-
I'm all done having
all
children.
done?
I'm totally satisfied with what I
Done
have
with the
going on.
kids?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just- yeah.
So
Okay.
do the 3 kids know their dads?
Yes.
Okay. Are they in their lives or?
Yeah. Yep.
So
Everything.
did one of the I think I might have heard this correctly. One of the dads thought one of the kids was his, but wasn't, or did I mishear that?
No. We were trying to establish because she said that the second.
Do you want me to explain it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, yeah. So basically what happened was I had my first kid. Okay, you gotta think I was 18, I got pregnant. I had him when I was 19. We split up. After that, that father went to Alaska at the time. And then I was having a casual dating thing. And you gotta think my baby at the time was a year old. And then I got pregnant again and didn't know I was pregnant and was dating somebody new. And I had to explain to them that I was pregnant. And he's like, we've never had sex, so how are you pregnant? And I'm like, obviously, yeah. So. But he wanted to be there, so he stepped up.
And then you went on to have 2 children with him, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. So it was the guy that you were seeing at the time. That's not the father of your 3rd and 4th child. The one that you were seeing when you found out you were pregnant with your 2nd child.
No,
I'm sorry. This is so
confusing. Say that again.
So you said, so for your 2nd
Thank you,
child,
Captain
you
Caveman.
didn't realize that you were pregnant for a minute and you were dating somebody new.
Right.
Is the person that you were dating at that time the father of your 3rd
and 4th?
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Yes.
That was what I was trying
Yes.
to figure out was
and
if he was the one that was wanting
yeah.
to step up and like father
Right,
your
but
child.
the guy who got me pregnant, okay, this is where it's going to get really complicated because this is going to get icky. He also has, I think, 5 kids now.
Okay.
And all different moms.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just like, so I'm just like in the middle of his situation. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah, totally.
You know, yeah. So where I come from, that's kind of normal.
Got it.
I want to say it's normal. That doesn't sound right, but you know, it is
But it
what
happens.
Is. Yeah.
Yeah, I getcha.
You know, small town.
You said
Not much to do.
Oh, God.
Not much to do. People get bored.
Next.
you said this is fairly common
Where I come from.
where you come from in Michigan, correct?
UP, yeah.
So, like, how many people would you say
Partake
Or
in
my
these activities?
situation.
are in a
multiple
situation
baby
like this?
daddies.
Oh God, a lot. I couldn't even tell you.
I don't
how
think
many.
he means just multiple kids with multiple dads. I think he means like that many different kids with that many different dads who also have that many kids with different moms.
Oh, a lot.
So is it all just all the same people?
It's a group of like 20
Is it-
people. and
is
they
it-
just-
is it a
it's
town of
really,
10?
It's a really
It's just a
small
conglomerate.
population. Like it's a really small town.
People have to be. Maybe this is where we get the dating, the step shit, like the like. I mean, if it's a small town and she has one of her kids, his son or father has 5 different women, like the odds of dating someone you're at least related to by like step is like it's getting higher and higher. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
I only have one other
Move out
question.
of that
Right.
town. Move out of that town. Go
Fortunately,
away to
all
college.
my kids know who's on
Yeah.
the menu, so we're good. We're
You mind if I
okay.
ask how were you raised? Like, were you raised from a very similar situation?
No, I was
Okay.
raised very traditionally.
Okay,
Um,
so like
white
parents.
picket fence, one boy, one girl,
Parents
mom and
together.
dad
And that,
together,
like,
still
they-
happily married.
Like
Interesting.
they only ever had children together,
Right,
like no children with other.
right.
Got it. Interesting.
Did you say that the dads have multiple baby mamas too, type situation, or?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
GP_Panda
Thank you, Panda.
donated $99. Let me interrupt for a second. After hearing this novel, let's hear the first thoughts from each person in the room, lol.
It happens. It happens. Sure, I guess we can go around.
I just, yeah.
I find it interesting that this happened coming from, I guess, what you would describe as like a traditional nuclear family. Like, did you have a good relationship with your parents growing
I
up?
still do, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's. I'd love to kind of like unpack.
Do you want to
like,
know
kinda-
like a big factor of why?
Yeah, I'd love to know.
Maybe I am the way I am.
Sure.
Was
I'm
it
mentally.
the water in Michigan?
I have a mental illness.
Oh.
I'm bipolar 1.
Okay.
Is anybody else here bipolar?
What a
Kiko?
question. What a question.
It's a loaded question.
Wait, but I thought didn't you
but-
say in a previous show, Kiko, that you have bipolar?
No.
Maybe you were just thinking that she
You
was.
didn't you?
The internet is out to get
Dear.
Kiko. They think she's bipolar and on OnlyFans.
No, I
and
could have
don't think it's
sworn. Is it a different thing?
anxiety and depression is a little bit different than bipolar disorder. Yes.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
tend to
for
be two
some
different
reason,
things.
Come on,
okay, I don't know where I
Come
got
on.
that from. I don't know, but
It's a square rectangle thing.
wait. So there's
I don't want to blame it on that. You know what I mean? That seems like a
understand.
cop out, but I feel like that is a lot of issues.
well,
that have,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So there's two kinds of bipolar.
right.
There's type 1, type 2. What
Right.
what is the difference?
So I got like super excited when I found out it was 1, right? Because I was like 17 when I got diagnosed, and I was like, "Ooh, bipolar 1, that's gotta be good, right? Number 1." No, that's the worst
Wait,
you can
what?
have.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So like I can have manic episodes. It's awful. It's like ugh.
So type 2 is kind of more tame.
2's more up
Ish.
down up down up down. 1 you're more like all the way down. You know,
it's just a mid-
and then don't
Okay.
want to get out of bed, not moving, and then I have other moments where I'm like on cloud 9. They're like a lot of artists are bipolar.
Can I ask you a question? Is it like hypomania or mania?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
So you experience like tame forms of mania and then like extreme forms of
Right,
mania.
exactly. Like
Where
I'm
you're-
medicated now, and so I've been actually pretty healthy for the last
Stabilized.
probably about a year and a half, I would say, and really not that long to be honest with you.
Good for you.
So
And just in terms of your children, like first of all, how are you taking care of all of them, or are you taking care of some and fathers are taking care of others?
it's a group effort.
Okay.
I actually went to jail and I lost. Like I don't want to say I lost custody because I still had custody, but like I had them full, and then it turned to like every other weekend. And I don't know if you've ever tried to bond with your child over every other weekend. It doesn't really work. My oldest son has always been with me,
Okay.
just because me and his dad are like on good terms.
Mhm.
But with the other 3, I would say we're getting there. You know what I mean? Every year it gets a little bit better. We're getting better at co-parenting and stuff like that.
How
have
does
work.
You talked a little bit about the bipolar stuff. How does that manifest itself in your life? Is it
Has
Is
some
Like,
it-
are there certain things that set it, or
what's it
used to set it off at least?
Oh, like a trigger?
Yeah.
That's, it's interesting that you said that, because I really don't know what my trigger is yet, which is crazy, right? Because I'm 36 and you'd think I would know by now, but I do not know what my triggers are.
so what are the like symptoms for you? Is it impulse control type stuff? Is
Right.
it
I'm really impulsive. Like the biggest thing is you don't want somebody to go manic. Like if I go manic, I mean, I think there's like, I can fly. I'm gonna jump off the roof.
Yeah.
based? Based.
You know what I mean? It
sounds
gets
tough.
bad.
Sounds really tough.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah, big
it's,
jumper.
just, it's the
Big
reality
jumping.
of what it can be.
Have you-
I think people just think it's up, down, up, down, up, down, but it can be worse.
What's the tallest building you've ever jumped off?
Ryan.
Thankfully, nobody's ever let me jump, so I don't know. Maybe off of like a small roof or
I think
something,
like if second story you survive that, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Likely,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm sure I've fallen
Most
out of
likely.
trees that yeah.
Have you ever skydived?
No, but I would love to. My grandma has. Does that
But
count?
so when you're in a manic state, you want to literally jump off of buildings, not
like you're just
because
wild. You're just out there.
Okay.
You just and it's like you're.
Interject real quick?
Yeah.
The definition of mania is essentially like eccentric behaviors that aren't defined by your norms. So like gambling, being sexually promiscuous, spending lots of money, things like that. Things that can like self-sabotage or damage your life in some way.
Can
Whereas-
dogs be bipolar?
You know
Yes,
what?
actually.
Dogs, yeah.
Because my dog used to like try to hump everything. And
and then have periods of depression.
I don't know that.
Wait,
Totally makes sense.
Qualify.
We're probably
Wait, would
going-
your dog have like periods of depression or something?
oh, he's just horny as
He's
fuck.
just horny then. He's just
Just
horny.
like trying to hump inanimate objects too, like fucking fire hydrants and shit. So
Yes,
Just
me and your
being-
dog have
yo,
that in
chat,
common.
was my dog bipolar? Okay, so
Sorry, Brian.
the original soup chat was, hey,
Keep your
what's
thoughts,
what's
keep your thoughts.
what's everyone's
Reaction.
first reaction? I don't want to linger on it too long, just so we can move on. But Billy Ray, any?
I was just thinking about the child support. It's
I-
significant.
Yeah.
Well, but what if they're like, I mean, are they doing okay financially? The
Well, the
dads, or-
great news is my son actually works at McDonald's. He makes as much money as I do. He's 17, right? He's a hard worker. And my daughter, she actually probably makes more money than her dad does, babysitting.
Okay.
And then my two youngest boys, they're still pretty young yet.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So they're just starting out, but one's trying to work at Domino's, and I mean, they're all good kids. Like I got really lucky.
Sure.
I'm the only mess.
Okay.
I can see that.
Good times. Good times. Wow. Did anyone else have a thought? Otherwise, we'll move on.
That's a very complex situation to be in, and what I think of when I first hear that is just like all of the emotions and how the kids are impacted by that and how they feel about it and what you've gone through, et cetera, et cetera. It's a very complicated situation.
Hold on, we got.
Kiko Roast Enjoyer donated $100. To Kiko, discount Ariana Grande. What's it like being the least popular girl at the orgy?
Oh my God.
Just joshing you, I love ya. You should team up with Brian to start a nov. You could make $200 per month easily. I kid. Your boyfriend is a saint. Proverbs 21:19.
Kiko, any your response?
Thank you for your comment. That was a lot to unpack. Only thing I can take away from that is I will never be starting an OnlyFans. No hate towards it, but that's just not.
Never.
Never, no. And I've never partook in an orgy, so I don't know how that feels. How did it feel for you?
Okay, there you have it.
Do you mind me asking you a question? And you can, of course, you don't have to answer it at all. Are there any specific things that stick out in your head that maybe your bipolar has affected the way that you parent your children?
I mean, obviously the biggest thing is just not being able to be there for them, right? Being in and out of jail is, that's devastating for a
course, yeah.
child. I think that's the biggest thing, you know what I mean? I'm really lucky that my kids love me, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
of
Like,
course.
genuinely. Because, like, I meet a lot of people that do not have the bond that I have with my children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are all your children, are they located close to
Yes.
you? I know you said that you have them, or
Yes.
most of them part-time, so I
yeah,
didn't know if they
my
travel
daughter's
or not.
the farthest one away, and she's only 40 minutes.
Okay, not bad
you
at all.
know, so, yeah.
All right, let's keep it moving.